Okay, today we're going to look at adding your school Google account to your personal Android device, whether this be a tablet or a phone. I'm using an older phone that I found, and I'm going to set that up. I'm going to go ahead here, and the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to open up the Chrome browser. Because I'm remoted into this phone, I'm able to use my mouse. And because I can see that D up there, I know that it's not a school account. I know that it's the account for when I set the phone up originally. So I need to add another Google account to this phone. So I'm going to click on the D, and I'm going to go here. We can see the account. It's not at HAMTRAMCKschools.org. It's not an at students.hamtramckschools.org. So we know it's not an account that we can use with a school Google Classroom. So we would not go to manage your Google account. We would go to manage accounts on this device. And now we would go ahead and we want to add an additional account. It's checking some information. And now it wants to add this account. So we're going to go ahead and type in that information. If it's a employee's account, it would be your first initial last name at hamtramckschools.org. If it's a student account, it would be your 700 number at students.hamtramckschools.org. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one with a student account. Okay, after you've got that typed in, you need to hit next. And now you're going to go ahead and put in the password. Okay, I've put in the password. I'm going to hit next. Going ahead now, it's coming up and it's telling me that I need to agree to these terms of these conditions. You're going to have to agree. It's checking more information. Okay, this account requires mobile device management. We need to install that. We're going to say next. You may or may not have to install it on your device depending on what's been done in the past. It's going to take a while. I'm going to pause this until it's done. Okay, it's gone ahead and installed that information. Now, because this is being used to access your Hamtramck Google account, it's prompting you and giving you some information saying that you need to give some permissions to Hamtramck, and you're either going to need to accept these conditions if you want to use this device for school-related activities, or if you don't want to allow these activities, then you just won't be able to use this device. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to accept this. And it's going to say allow management. I'm going to say allow. And I'm registering this device. Okay. One place, I'm just going to say I don't want to add a work profile. And this is basically giving me some information about what could be done, but I need to activate this. Once again, if I want to, you can read this when you set this up on your device, but if I want to use this at school, I need to be able to, I need to activate these conditions. Okay, and once again, we need to, it's telling me that we need to follow some Hamtramck rules. I'm going to click enforce. I'm going to click Next. And I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit Next again. And what had happened there was it required me to set a PIN number on this phone as an added security feature because it's being allowed to access the HAMTRAMCK account. So that's what happened just before I paused and restarted. So now, as you can see, we have 2 Google accounts set up on this phone. If I want to go ahead and I'm going to select this one, we can now see this. And if I want, I could go into Google Classroom now. I'm just going to type Classroom. .google.com. And I should be good to go to add a class if that's something I need to do. But this Android device now should work for your Google applications, your Google products, through your school Google account. Hope this has been helpful. Let me know, and thank you for your attention.